'cause I think I'm falling in love. I think I'm falling in love. I think I'm falling in love.
The gym is closed on New Year's Day, but it is just another Monday. My old grandma butt was in bed by literally like 10 o'clock last night. I was on the couch in my PJs at 7, which means today's training for me is not anything different, although I don't have anything planned. So this might be just like a random do whatever feels good kind of day. So we're just gonna roll with it. A lot of times at the gym, because so many of us do so many different like programs and stuff, you can kind of like walk around the gym and look at the whiteboards and you can find different workouts. For example, there's one right here that somebody did and it looks kind of fun. 30 chest to bar, 60 dub, 30 toes to bar, 60 dub, 100 feet handstand walk, 30 box jump over, chest to bar, dubs, toes to bar. That's kind of cool. That's like a chipper workout. There's this on the board. 16 air squats, bike, shoulder to overhead, push-ups, cow row, box jumps, lunges, wall balls. That one looks less difficult. I kind of like this one maybe for a finisher. This one seems fun. Might do that after I snatch. So a lot of people have asked on my channel for me to talk about like the actual movements of the snatch while I'm going through it, and because I'm the only one in the gym, today is a perfect day to do that. So I'm starting at 65 pounds, and usually when I warm up, I do some power snatches, some high hang at the knee and low hang snatches. And one of the things that I'm trying to work on a lot with my snatch is staying over the bar. That's what I just make sure I focus on at the lighter weight so that it translates as I start working up. This is not really like a snatch tutorial. This is more so just like tips and stuff that a lot of people ask me like for how to like improve their snatch or tips and something. So things that I'm thinking of as I'm warming up, I'm just gonna share with you guys. Now I've loaded the bar with 85, which is usually like my first working weight. And you wanna try to make every single rep look the same as if it was your 1 rep max or close to it. And so something that I always try to think about from the beginning is using your entire foot, like the 3 points of your foot, as pressure when you press off of the ground. So like initially when I first learned the snatch, and I know a lot of newbies have this problem as well, we want to pull immediately off the floor with our arms, but the movement's actually initiated with your legs. And something that I think a lot of coaches tell their athletes is to push with the heels, drive with the heels, heels, and it actually puts them off balance when they're putting too much pressure on their heels. So starting the lift, I'm putting all 3 points of my foot up by the ball of my foot, my heel, and kind of like the center into the ground and pushing to start the movement with my legs, which is gonna help keep my chest over the bar. I'm like about to drop a mixtape. Typically increase about 10 pounds until I get up to 85 or 90%, where I'll increase by 5s. And now that we have change plates, I can do 2.5. So we're gonna see what happens today. It's feeling good, moving. I feel like you know as soon as you start doing the lighter weights, like how everything is moving. The next thing that I think about when initiating the entire movement is to make sure that I'm landing in the catch with a flat foot. And this is something that's really taken a lot of work for me because I typically roll from the ball of my foot to the heel in the catch position. And just the more flat-footed that you land, the more power you generate evenly throughout your body to be able to like press into the bar as you're catching. So it's easier for me to do that at lighter weight. It starts to get more difficult as it's heavier because I'm trying to like sneak under the bar and I'm not getting it as high. So right now we're still only at 95 pounds. I'm gonna do a couple powers, a couple fulls up until about 120, and then we'll do singles. So we're at 115 right now, and I just wanted to grab a PVC pipe to show you guys why it's important to stay over the bar, especially as it gets heavier. When you guys start your snatch movements and you're initiating with your legs, right, I'm gonna keep my lats engaged and basically keep my chest over the bar for as long as I can. Once we pass the knees, the bar is gonna start to come into you and meet you at the hip. So essentially you're gonna end up in the power position like this, and you know, this is super slow motion, but then you're gonna pull and drop underneath the bar. Obviously, the heavier that gets, the lower the bar goes. But basically, if you don't stay over the bar and you're back here, you're gonna hyperextend your back. Now my chest is not anywhere near the bar, so when I get here, I don't have any power to generate that pull. So just something to keep in mind. I always think about it every single lift is legs and chest over the bar. So driving with the legs, chest, 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 chest. The PVC pipe or the bar is gonna come into your hips to generate that power and to pull under. So we're at 125 right now, so like I said, we jumped 5 pounds, and I'm gonna do singles up until whatever feels good. So right when I pulled that one off the floor, I didn't like the way it felt. I don't know like what exactly about that pull I didn't like, but I landed super far onto my toes. So I just gotta pull more and make sure that I'm really trying to land flat-footed, because you can see that it slows me down, and when I roll onto my foot like that, I'm just not generating enough power. So that was 135, and we're gonna go up 140, and I'm gonna try to pull the shit out of it. It wasn't terrible, but I'm still dealing obviously with some imbalances in my hip, and when I don't put that pressure on my foot, my ankle starts to roll, and so that's how I've missed a ton of snatches in the past. I've been doing that for so long that I'm able to like save it when that happens. So I can tell I'm just getting fatigued. So I'm not sure, like the catch wasn't bad, it was just my ankle rolling. Maybe I'll just go one time at 145. If I don't make it, I'll call it there. This is totally where I start getting in my head at 145, which is rightfully so, because my current one rep max is 150. So this is like 97%, which to even be attempting on a consistent basis is pretty good. Usually 140 looks like that, what you guys just saw. I tend to have a little bit of wobble, and it's just, you know, it's just heavy. It's not, it's 7:30 on a Monday morning, you know, I'm not like super excited about this. You know, just trying it is good, and just feeling it constantly, I think that's helped my snatch a lot, because back in the day I used to be really afraid of the heavier weights, and now I just kind of like roll with it, and even if it feels heavy off the floor, I don't want to clark it, so I feel like that just builds bad juju. I guess I'm just gonna attempt 145. On Friday when I attempted it, I missed it forward a bunch of times, which is weird. So I just gotta make sure I keep pulling and just commit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Exactly what I said I needed to do. do, I didn't do. I don't know why that's been happening at 1:45. I don't know if I'm just getting in my head too much, I'm just not pulling it. But you know, I know my body and I don't wanna overdo my hip. So I'm gonna call it there and do a little bit of accessory work, do that workout I showed you guys in the beginning, and then move on with the first of the year. So exciting, happy 2018 you guys. My camera battery is dying, so I'm gonna cut this off and get the rest of my workout done, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay, so just got home and I am cooking up some egg whites with broccoli slaw, turkey sausage, tomatoes, and I'm gonna put a little bit of fat-free mozzarella, and then I have steel cut oats cooking in the microwave, which I'm gonna add some fresh blueberries and peanut butter to. This has been like my go-to post-workout meal. I typically try to eat the majority of my carbs around my workout window, so you guys saw I had like 50 before, and I think this is gonna be around 45 or 50-ish when I'm done. Eating just a huge meal post-training not only keeps me full throughout the day, but it also just like makes me feel more energized. I'm getting those, you know, micronutrients, the fast digesting carbs from the fruit and the oatmeal, which oatmeal's kind of slow digesting, but whatever. And I don't know, I just really like feeling full and energized after my workout, so I'll show you guys the finished product. I'm gonna pop up on the screen myself logging this breakfast just so you guys can get an exact breakdown, because I know everyone always asks me. And yes, I did put sprinkles in my oats because it makes it just a little sweeter and it's so cute. And the cool thing about adding broccoli slaw to your breakfast is it makes your omelets huge. Like, look at this thing. It's like taking up the entire plate, and it's heavy, heavy, heavy. So you not only get the benefits of the micronutrients, but you're also getting like much more volume for a lot less macros. When you work out and you're doing training for long periods of time, you're basically tearing your muscle fibers. And one of the things that helps rebuild the muscle tears is amino acids. When you eat a lot of carbs post-workout, it helps those amino acids repair your muscles. The insulin helps them. So that's kind of like a little background as to why you want to eat carbs post-workout. And also, like I said, it just makes you feel fuller, so you're not like super hungry, because once you tear your muscle fibers and you're working out, you're obviously burning more calories and you're gonna feel hungrier later. You just wanna make sure you get a nice balance of protein, carbs, and fats post-workout. So you guys can see, I'm gonna go ahead and demolish this and end this vlog here. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video.